It's that time of the month again. It's time for me to do some streaming. Is that my maybe that's my jingle for this whole routine. Hello everybody and welcome to another Levi Clay monthly live stream. This time for the month of what are we in? September? Yeah, September heading into October. We're going to be looking at some awesome stuff today. Some Clint Strong. David is online. How's it going, man? Yeah, we're going to be looking at some Clint Strong. Plus, taking requests. Happy to look at things, talk about whatever you want to talk about. I am here to entertain, of course. And the usual routine, the thing that I do every month. And these things are they're always a lot of fun. So if you do enjoy it, comment below. Tell your friends, tell your enemies. Let them know all about the things that I have going on here on YouTube. Bring more people over. And so let's take a look at some comments as they come in, because David has just said something that's very interesting. Well, at least the first sentence was. So, not sure if transcription is something that interests me, but do your worst, go on and convert me. So I will convert you right off the bat, David. Everything that you are looking for in music, everything can be found in transcription. I know it sounds like I'm proselytizing, right? But everything that you could ever want to learn is out there, right? And much in the same way that when I'm speaking to you now, you can hear what I'm saying, you can process those words, and you could choose to write them down. But more importantly, when I give you this lesson, and this is a lesson, when I give you this via my words, you can then take that information and pass that information on to someone else, right? Because you have taken on board the thing that we're talking about, the concept. So when it comes to transcription, it's exactly the same thing. I transcribe not just for because it happens to be my job, but I transcribe because music is a language, and I have found that the more I have learnt the vocabulary that people speak, the better I have gotten at communicating with ideas that people understand, and that's kind of one side of it. But more importantly, I've got even better at when I hear musical ideas in my head, knowing how to do those things, because I have developed that skill to hear a collection of notes and very, very quickly, and now instantly, understand how to play them. Notice I didn't say understand what they are. That's a slightly different thing. Having someone play 10 notes to you and you being able to name what those notes are, that's a slightly different skill. But being able to hear the notes and understand, like, I know how to play that, that's an amazing skill. And that, in essence, is transcription. I mean, that's part of transcription. If we want to be very picky, transcription is also about writing it down. But that's the less important part of the skill for me. Like, ultimately, the reason I'm teaching you guys about transcription, it's kind of what I do, aside from it being my niche and being something that I'm very good at, it's a skill that will help you become better as musicians. Not just the transcribing, but the ear training side of things. So, yeah. Has anyone tried the banana bread since the last stream? I actually went out and bought the regular Saurine malt loaf, and I will ask my wife to slice and butter some of that and bring that to me. Where is she? So there we go. You've never heard of Clint Strong until I mentioned him recently. Love his playing. Yeah, man, right? He is an unbelievably great guitar player. And to be fair, it's understandable that you wouldn't have heard of him because he doesn't have any recordings. None of his own. Like, obviously he has been recorded. He recorded with many people. But yeah, as a solo artist, he was never really a thing. So, David's talking about Saurine. Yeah. I've literally just said to my wife, can you butter me a few slices of saurine? And she has said, go fuck yourself. My wife, ladies and gentlemen. My wife. So Clint Strong, just an incredible guitar player. Anyway, so let me do the housekeeping side of things. This stream is brought to you by my friends over at VPix. Please do head on over to vpix.com. That's v-pix.com, and take a look at their picks. bunch of new picks came out in the last week or so. I'm waiting actually on Vinny to send me the new ones. I can't comment on how amazing they are. As you all know, I've used the... Let me grab one. I've used the medium pointed for 9 years, 10 years now, and these are what I play, these are what I love. But anytime Vinny brings out a new pick, I'm always keen on trying them. So yeah, try those out. I see Sean has come online. Sean using the name that he doesn't like as his second name on YouTube. Interesting approach. So yeah, stream brought to you by VPix. Stream is also brought to you by my supporters over on patreon.com. So thank you so much for your support, guys. You're the reason that I can keep doing this and sit in here at late o'clock. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock and late at night, but late o'clock, that works. Sit in here at late o'clock and stream for people on the internet and kind of be able to convince the wife that it's a job. So yeah, thank you so much for that support. You guys rock. And if you want to check me out on Patreon, I mean, you can do so just by looking for Levi Clay Patreon. You can support me for as little as $1. If that doesn't appeal to you, then you can head on over to Amazon and check out one of my books, Delta Blues Slide Guitar Soloing Techniques, and my 2 slide books. I've got another one coming out soon. Country Guitar for Beginners, 100 country licks for guitar, country guitar soloing techniques, the country fingerstyle guitar method, and the country guitar method compilation. There's a lot to remember, right? If you just go to Amazon and search for Levi Clay, you will find my work. Yeah, so please do check those out. Of course, many other ways to support me. You can buy my music and check out some of my lick library products, etc., etc. But yeah, that's a great place to get started. Anyway, so let's read some comments. Let's see what's going on. Hey, what's going on? That's not how that goes. Did she tell me? No, she didn't. No, just left it at that. I've really hurt my ankle. I don't know what I've done. Very sore. How's the studio going? So, oh no, she actually did bring me some saurine. Okay, right, cool. I can explain to you guys what saurine is now. What malt loaf is. Let's bring this up. So,
I didn't butter it very well.
You didn't butter it very well. No, we'll give you that.
Butter was hard.
I don't know what you'd call this. It's very similar to what Sue Hulk made recently, Cluty Dumpling. Yeah, it's a fruit loaf, and it can be consumed like that, but if you put some butter on it, yeah, I loved it from when I was younger. Probably because when I was younger, I just assumed it was chocolate. It's not chocolate. It's just a tasty, fruity, savoury fruit loaf. And it pleases me. But apparently very high in calories. I never really have it. I just saw it in the shop yesterday and it was on offer. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'll go for some of that. So, I'm really having trouble with this ankle. Which is bad because I need to do stuff with it tomorrow. Let me finish the question on the studio. So, I had started filming a studio update video, but there wasn't enough to really turn it into 5+ minutes because I've had all of the wiring put in for the electrics. That's all taken care of now. It does look more like a cake than a bread, yeah, but it is. I don't know. Someone explain what saurine is. I've had all the wiring put in. That wasn't quite enough to do a video with though. But tomorrow I get all of the soundproofing materials delivered. So that's the insulation, that's all of the multiple layers of plasterboard, the isolation clips, the furring channels, like all of that stuff is showing up tomorrow. It's going to be multiple pallets of stuff, so it's going to be delivered and put outside my garage. I then need to pick it all up and put it inside, which is, it's going to take a while because it's going to be a lot of stuff. I can then start putting the insulation in the walls, and I will do some of that tomorrow, and then I will do a video update. So you'll get to see what's going on with that tomorrow. So there's the news. Do I still get money if you buy my lick library stuff, Levi? Yes, you do, or yes, I do, just not very much, which is why I don't really promote it. And this month, I'm watching a fat man eat food. Cool. So if I'm taking requests, John Mayer's live version of Ain't No Sunshine. Find it very interesting. No worries if I don't fancy it though. Part of the you're a patron, aren't you, David? So part of the focus of I've just seen your last comment. Saurine is to fruitcake as gooey brownies are to chocolate cake. That is such an amazing way to describe what saurine is. Yeah, it's like a soft, gooey fruitcake. Delicious. Yeah. Is it a cake though? Would it be a cake? Technically speaking, would it be a cake? I don't know. Sorry. So yeah, you're part of my Patreon, David. So you're welcome to put requests up in that Facebook group. I probably won't be doing that this evening, but what day are we on? The 29th. So yeah, in a couple of days, I'm going to be announcing what the transcription challenges are for next month. One of them has already been decided by an ex-patron now. But yeah, he had requested something, and I said, yeah, of course, man, I'm more than happy to do that for you next month. So we're going to be looking at some Brooks Robertson. But yeah, maybe if you post up that John Mayer video in our Facebook group, because of course my Patreon has its own little private Facebook group, and I'll take a look at it, and if I think there's some appropriate stuff in there, and I'm sure there probably will be, I'm more than happy to make that a transcription challenge. So all of my patrons can go out and try and transcribe it, and then I'll do it myself. So there you go. Looks more like cake than bread. Needing about 2 gallons of water to wash it down. I'm now sitting here going, oh, that's feels like I've eaten a spoonful of peanut butter. But I think she'll flip out if I ask her to get me water. So apparently I'm just going to sit here and dehydrate. Clint Strong from when he was with Haggard, especially the live stuff. I'm actually doing some of his live stuff with Freddie Powers. That's what I'm going to be doing tonight. So no, David, you can never have enough airtime. I cannot thank you guys enough. Not just for guys like David, supporters on Patreon, but people that just leave comments in the comment section here. It gives me things to engage with, and that's a big part of what we're doing here. It's about entertaining, and it's about engaging. So right, I'm going to pull some stuff up on YouTube. I'm going to show you how I download stuff. Then we're going to get to work on it. And I'm apparently going live up against Talk Heathen. Talk Heathen is currently online. They have 1.6 thousand viewers, and I have 17. So, but it's fine. I love you, 17. So, Clint Strong. Awesome. Right, I decided to do it this way so you could see the downloading process. So, because this is something I get asked about often, when you find a video that you want on YouTube, you're going to want to go up to the URL, copy it, and then in a new tab, there are lots of websites that you can use to download. The one that's been working for me at the moment is Y2Mate. But there's definitely been some changes to the downloading of video, and we might actually see that now. All of the video downloading websites now seem to no longer allow you to download copyrighted music. So they have some sort of agreement in place with Google. So let's see how this goes. So I'm going to start there, and yeah, so you'll click start, and then it will give you the video at various different resolutions. This is an old video from, I don't know, the 80s. Television, so it is low resolution, so 360p is the highest resolution that we're going to be able to download it at, but that's absolutely fine. So I'm going to click download, and we'll see what happens. It's just going to convert, and then download MP4. Now, perfect example, right? So that has started downloading, but in doing that, a pop-up screen has opened, wants to show notifications. That's the problem with downloading websites like that, right? The thing that keeps them in business is advertising, and the types of companies that want to advertise on stuff like that are spam, scam, and virus laden stuff. If you want to skate on the outsides of the law, this is something that you're going to have to learn to deal with. So the reason I did it live on stream now is so you could see, what buttons to click. Because if you click the wrong buttons on a download website, you are likely to cause yourself problems. Clip grab is the best. I mean, in fairness, I will give that a go right now, and we'll see how it goes. So, are there any other comments? Cakes go hard, biscuits go soft. So you see, I know that, but we're not asking whether or not this is a cake or a biscuit. We're asking if this is a cake or a bread. In that case, I dare you to see how many times your wife will bring you sustenance. David, Kurt Grammar, yeah. Clip grab. Okay, let's give it a try. Clip grab. So I'm going to have a look for clip grab. Okay, so immediately this is something that I would try to avoid using, because I think my wife just died. Because I don't want to have to download software. I mean, it even says here, clip grab for Windows may contain third-party offers by install core. The idea, these places have to make money, and there's always a way that they make money. Putting software on your computer, don't trust it. Do not trust it. Christian, yes, you go to bed, dude, and talk to you soon. Save from net. I mean, what was wrong with Y2, mate? It worked. The point is, everyone's going to have a different way of doing this, and that's absolutely fine. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up that video file in Transcribe. That's just loading now. While I'm doing that, I will bring up Guitar Pro. What we're doing is played an acoustic guitar, steel string. Right, so I'm just going to space this so I can deal with it, and move my mic so I can actually fucking see. Should still be able to hear me. Right, now when I hit play, for some reason the video didn't want to load there. Okay, so that has caused... Oh, let me sort it now. Okay, so here's our video. I'm going to make it bigger, just so you guys can see it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play this video just so you can hear it, just so you can see what's going on, so you can see what we are actually going to be using. Ray the Guitar, never trust reviews that get posted online. Never trust reviews that get posted online. Especially when a company has an incentive to have you download something. It's easy to fabricate reviews. No ads, no pop-ups. How are they making money? And more importantly, why would I need to download it if I can just do it online? Getting off topic. Anyway, let's take a listen to this. You should be impressed. Now, I will do the intro. Just to let you know now, I'm going to turn my microphone down so you can't hear me during this. I'm just going to be marking out the file. So 2 minutes of me marking out marking out where the stuff is, okay? I will take a look at it, Ray, I promise. I'll do my research. So yeah, I'm going to turn my mic down and I'm just going to mark out where all the measures are on this. So beat 1 is here. And now microphone can go off. I will see you in 2 and a bit minutes.
Well, I can't wait to get back to my San Antonio road. Everyone in Texas knows I love her from her head down to her toe. Well, I hope I haven't stayed away too long, and I hope that she's not dancing to somebody else's song. Well, I can't wait to get back to my San Antonio road. That old Texas moon is shining bright. I'll be home tomorrow night. How much I love her, Texas only knows. Tell those old blue bonnets not to bloom till I get home to my San Antonio road. Once again, a nice hand for Clint Strong. Beanie Bird Reynolds on the bass there, folks. Well, I can't wait to get back to my sound.
Yeah, this Clint Strong dude, he's pretty good, right? Nicola's comment, I think my wife just died. Anyways, clip grabber. Yeah, clip grabber. We're not Donald Trumping it over here. Certainly not when you're being recorded. I'm just checking Facebook, see if I've got any comments, questions, or feedback coming in on there. We can hear my wife talking about me in the background. Should I go and shout at her? Is my post hidden from public? Because Darren Watson has been kind enough to share my work, but it's showing up as unavailable when he shares it. Let me check that. No, it should be public. I don't know why that's happened. Okay, cool. I don't care about that. See if anything's coming via email. I'll tell you something really funny that I've noticed in the last month or so. Well, I guess 3 months now. When you go live on YouTube now, YouTube sends you an email to tell you that you've gone live on YouTube. It's let me be clear, it's not me getting an email saying, one of your favourite content creators has gone live on YouTube. It literally emails you and says, you are now live on YouTube. Awesome. Yes, yeah. Because I love checking my emails when I'm on a stream. Anyway, yeah, so let me bring you guys back so I can see you. I'll read all these comments and we'll do some stuff. So, Clint Strong. The Clint is strong with this one. Yeah, old ovation. And I like Allen's comment, right? Country jazz, aha. So, yeah, this is something that I've always been into. I consider myself a fusion guitar player, like in the true sense of the word, and bring myself back up. Consider myself a fusion guitar player because not when I say fusion guitar player, I don't mean like the fusion guitar players I mean fusion in the way that like the guitar players that consider themselves fusion guitar players. So what I mean is I'm influenced by this sound and this sound and this sound and this sound, and I love it when somebody that plays one genre well, or plays a genre very well, is then put in a setting where that genre isn't the same thing. So in this case, I think of Clint Strong playing in this band. He's a jazz guitar player. There's no avoiding that. He's definitely a jazz guitar player. But he's being put in more of a country setting. Now, this is kind of a little bit more western swing than straight up country. But he also played with Merle Haggard. And, that's a perfect example, right? He's a jazz guitar player being dropped in with into a country band, which is exciting to me. Because that's where you get this exciting fusion of styles, right? And fusion means many different things to many different people. Jazz is often a common one of those things, and that's cool. Like, what would happen if a jazz player was in a rock band? What would happen if a rock player was in a jazz band? What would happen if a blues player was in a jazz band? What would happen if a jazz player was stuck in a blues band? These kind of fusion ideas, it doesn't just have to be two styles like that. You can fuse lots of different sounds together, because it's not just a case of someone being dropped into a band and then just just playing in that style, what's going to happen is their sound is going to influence the direction of the rest of the band. It's going to change the way that they approach playing. So this is kind of some of my favourite type of fusion. As you will know from me doing this, like I've released a lot of country music books, and I do really enjoy country music. But what I find I enjoy most in country music is when the person playing country music has some sort of background in jazz, because that's a sound that I really enjoy, that kind of harmonic sophistication, but in a redneck setting. Is redneck racist in 2019? I don't know. So yeah, that really does it for me. I love Western swing as a genre in general, but yeah, this is killer. So definitely country jazz, and he's no Malmsteen, but he's good. Yeah. I mean, he plays changes better than Malmsteen, I'll give him that. Country Django. And that's another interesting observation, right? So there's obviously, there's a lot of, when you listen to this and you say Django, you're talking like gypsy jazz. And that's the thing I really enjoy about Western swing. And I think why I enjoy gypsy jazz so much, they have that similar European La Pompe rhythm to them. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't get that in straight ahead jazz. So the rhythm section in Western swing bands tends to sound very, very similar to like a gypsy jazz thing. So yeah, same kind of thing. It's like that fusion of styles, right? Django Rhinestone. Ah, David, you knocked it out of the park with that one. Yeah, so Django Rhinestone. Cow jazz. Fusion metal. It's definitely, I wouldn't say fusion metal. But yeah, Lenny Breaux's great too. Yeah, 7-string acoustic. Best metal drummers are jazz based. Everything is racist nowadays, so there's no denying that. What am I planning for my next book, Mark? My next book is 100 licks for country guitar. 100 licks for slide guitar. You'll notice a pattern, right? When you look at my original run of books, first I did country guitar for beginners, then I did 100 licks for country guitar, then I did country guitar soloing techniques, and then they all came out together in the country guitar compilation method. Country fingerstyle method I released somewhere around in there, but that was just because they wanted that book to be thrown out, but it was never intended to be included on the country guitar compilation. So when it came to doing slide guitar, the intention was to do exactly the same. I've just noticed that that's a different size, and that's annoying me. Oh no. Make it the same size. There we go. So the intention was always the same. I did Delta Blues slide guitar soloing techniques, and then 100 licks for slide guitar. Then we'll release those all as one big compilation as well for anyone that missed out on the train. Yeah, let's keep going. System of a Down is gypsy metal. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? I don't think the Armenians have much in the way of gypsy heritage. They certainly bring in the odd bit of Armenian influence, Armenian cultural folk music into their music. Yeah. Cow jazz on a 70s nylon string country artist ovation sounds killer. This isn't a nylon string. And am I a Johnny Highland fan? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I think he's one of the most exciting. Johnny's a great example of like a country fusion guy, right? Because when you listen to Johnny, he definitely has all of the country chops, and he definitely has all of the rock chops. I think where Johnny is probably most popular is when he crosses over and does the I'm a country guitar player playing in a rock band thing, and he does rock instrumental stuff, but like a country player would do it. Yeah, so I love Johnny Highland's playing. Another V-picker, actually. Johnny plays V-picks. So anyway, let's take a look, right? Now, obviously I don't have my guitar. I won't be doing this with a guitar. But if you were doing this with a guitar, then by all means do it with a guitar. I've marked the file out accordingly to the rhythm being like, as such. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you notice when the band kicks in like that, I tend to accent that rhythmic 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got that strong 2 and 4 feel, that strong backbeat to it. Oh, I see. Sorry, Tanner. It was you were just so so close to what we were talking about. So just this first phrase, right? And this is who was asking? It was David earlier. When I'm trying to sell you on transcription, what's presented in this first bar is, this is beginner stuff. Just hearing this. Ba 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 ba. Starting on the and of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and ba da 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 da. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that's just a case of finding what he's playing notes wise. Nope, not there. See, all the way down there, that doesn't look or sound right, and this is a bit loud. Oh no, he is. Okay, so he's sat around that 11th fret. Fine. Ba 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 ba. Now, so we established that this first note is on the upbeat of beat 4. I don't like using anacrusis or pickup bars in Guitar Pro because they fuck things up. Ba 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 ba. We'll worry about keys and all that stuff as we go on. Ba 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 ba. Now he's kind of double picking all of this, so ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Same as this bar. Da 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 da. So just to reiterate, and I do this every single month when I talk about this stuff when I'm teaching this type of thing. You notice when I'm doing this, I'm not saying ba F sharp, G sharp, G sharp, A B, because that's not relevant. It's ba 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 ba. That's the melody, and then it's just about, it's hard for me to explain because I've transcribed for so damn long, but as soon as I know where that start note is, ba 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 ba, it pops into my mind how I would achieve those notes. That's what you're looking to develop. That's the skill that you're wanting, right? At least I hope it is. Da 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 da. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and now of course I can edit this marker and subdivide by 4 beats, and that will split everything. And then if I zoom in a little bit, which I do like that, so rest, and then golden rule: never break the middle of a bar. That's a cool line, right? Ba da ba 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 da 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 ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Shame we don't have any of the Stevie T fans on tonight. The ones that are just constantly lambasting in the comment section, in the comment section of that Stevie T video, calling me jealous. Yep. Look at me, sat here with some actual skills. Jealous as fuck. Best free tab editor. I mean, there just isn't. Like, I'd say PowerTab because I used to use PowerTab. I know Tux Guitar is free, but I wouldn't touch any of them with a 10-foot barge pole. Guitar Pro. It's cheap. It's very cheap. And not that I encourage piracy, and I would never encourage you to pirate my things or anything like that. But Guitar Pro is relatively easily piratable as well if you genuinely have absolutely no money. Ba 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 ba. And then we've got some chords. It's diminished. We just get the top note. Should be that. Checking what he's playing. If I put bass note in, yeah, it's a C. What's he actually playing there though? It's not. Is it? It is. He's just playing straight diminished. Let's put a tempo in just so I can. So markers, compute tempo. See, I learn. 240. So it's literally double this speed. 240. BMF 456. Are you tabbing anything you want? What do you mean by that?
Back.
Yeah, it'd be resolving to. Is he just going straight for an A triad there? That'll do, right? So, ooh. Now, of course, we could transcribe the harmony, but at this stage in my transcription, it's not massively important. I'll come back to it. So, I don't like. It's not. I mean, you put 11 in there because that would be the third. Is he playing that? He's not. He's just playing that A triad on top, which sounds a little bit off to me. But I guess it's because there's a second guitar player. Anyway, so that's the intro. Now, of course, I'm not going to sit here and because I've got multiple Clint Strong things that I wanted to look at today. But what was I going to say? So I'm not going to sit and transcribe all the verse. I'm just jumping straight to solos. What is it about jazz and Western swing that just sounds so cool? That is the question. That is the great question.
Well, I can't wait
Though
to
there is
get
some great
back to
little
my
like
San
this.
Antonio road. Everyone in
That's a great
Texas
lick.
knows I love her. Texas moon is shining. Texas on the go.
No.
Tell those old blue bonnets not to bloom till I get home to my San Antonio road.
So the solo actually starts. This is where the chord progression starts again. So we've got a 2-bar pickup. So we can hear when I isolate it, well, it's not isolated, when I slow that down to 35% speed, we can hear relatively clearly what Clint is actually playing there. Ba-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. There's our phrase. So, again, David. Was it David? Sorry. Yeah, it was David. David, transcription, sell me on it. The skill to be able to hear that phrase and go ba da ba 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 ba. My pitching's a little bit off because I'm not a singer, but I've processed this rhythmically. I understand it. I understand the pitches that are being played, which makes it a hell of a lot easier to work out what he's playing. So. What's he playing? Ba da, ma ba. Yeah, it's okay. It's an E. Would he be playing it there? Ba da. Is he going up an A chord? Yeah. Ba da ba ba. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Big stretch like that. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. So this is a cool little line that all very much looks like an A major chord to me. Very cool. So the solo really begins here. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to delete 2 of these bars. I'm going to have that pickup left in here. So yeah, you can got the double bar line and the solo will begin on a new line. Cool little phrase, right? Ba ba ba, da da da. Can we process it? Ba ba ba, ba. Not there. Ba ba ba. Let's go into the. Is it? We still on an A chord? Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Oh, whoops. Now, when you do this as an approach, you look at the notes that are being played. It's going to spell out some sort of harmony. Is it an A chord? Yeah, so he's sitting on an A chord. So this note here, ba ba ba, playing this what E? Well, it'd be an E flat. Yeah, no, D sharp. Something as a sharp 11. Yeah. It's spicy. It's giving you that Lydian dominant flavour without actually having to play the Lydian dominant scale. Now does he move down? Let's check where he plays it. Ba ba da da ba 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 ba. This is just, yeah. So now I'm just going to listen to the harmony. Still on an A. Yeah, so like A over C sharp. So harmony wise, we've got an A major chord, and then it's shifting up a tone to a B major. These are dominant chords. Now, two things have happened there when I've done that. Let me see if we've got any comments. Two things have happened there when I've done that. Part of me is looking at what he's actually playing, right? When I look at what he's playing, this line begins with an A major triad, okay? We jump up to this F sharp. This is, teasing, if you like, because he then immediately goes back to playing two notes that are in an A major triad. Notes that are in an A major triad. Again, here we have the fourth, but this is like a pleasing tension that is then resolved back to that A major triad. If we look at these lines here, this 12th fret here is actually really an anomaly. It's not what you would expect to hear there, but he does it anyway, because if it sounds good, it is good. That's the rule. But if we look at the notes, this is in an A major chord, A major chord, A major chord, and then tension, right? And then you have these two notes, which are just surrounding. This is a note above. Do it like this. This is a note above this, and this is a note below this. So chromatic encirclement, chord tone. Chromatic encirclement to chord tone. And then you've got this whole line here. This all just stinks of A major. This is just so A major. All of this vocabulary is just so A major. There's no avoiding it. So that's part of it. Like, I can look at it like that, and I can make an educated guess that he's probably playing over an A major chord. Then I listen to the actual harmony. I listen to the band. Bum 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 bum. So that's, whoops, sorry. A E A E, and when I say E, it's the fifth. So he's like the vamp bum. So bum 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 bum, and then we go bum bum bum, which is starting on the third of A. So it's like a first inversion A chord, and it's walking chromatically down to B, which is the root note of the chord that we land on. So that's allowed me to sort of transcribe the harmony. And with that information in place, I will now go back to the original bar, and I'll put key signature in, which is going to make everything look tidier. Couple of comments. So, what position is he in the solo? I know I know that probably sounds dumb, but just wondering because I'm trying to play along with my guitar. It reminds me of Bruce Foreman. Tanner, he is. When you say position, do you mean like fret area? You'd say the ninth position. If you're talking like cage vocabulary, which is obviously a big part of what I teach. I grab my guitar. I hope to God it's in standard tuning. We are good. So it's this. All of this vocabulary when he goes one. It's all definitely that C shape. So this is all, you know, vocabulary that I would steal. I would practice this. I would learn all of these little licks and phrases in and around that chord pattern on the neck. C shape. Right, cool. Back to what he's playing. So chord changes to B, and he lands on ba ba da 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 da. So that's straight landing on that third note. Third. Ba da da ba ba ba. Chromatic passing tone. Why not? So pull off in there. So you go to 7 there. Bluesy. He actually picks that final note, which is kind of cool. Ba ba. Lydian dominant, very cool. Ba ba da ba. Ba ba da ba. Ma ba ba. Ba ba da da. The chord will change. Is that the right note? Yeah. So this is a B. I'm just listening to the harmony now. So the chord E. We'll find out, won't we? If I let's not check. Ba. D. Why have I put 16th notes? It's chord no rest. Now, I'm having to be very particular about the fingering for this because there's the way I'd play this and then there's the way Clint is actually playing this. And that's important because when you're trying to learn to play like someone else, you're trying to get in their head. You want to know how they would have played it themselves, right? Not just what the notes are. Yeah, that's how I do it. Doesn't play it there, does he? Play that there. Breaking my rules, the things that I teach my students here. So now I do want to check the chords. Chords are important. So yeah, so it's an E here, which is interesting because it's the E. This is a really long way to lead in to hit this note here, this G sharp that's in the E chord. Before then you have this lick where you go, well that's E chord, E7, melodic passing tone to resolve to the E. And it's moving to C sharp 7. So let's go E 7 and then A. So that's the harmony for the first part of the solo, and we've also transcribed what he plays. B. E. And walking up chromatically from A. I guess we could get the rest of the harmony, just the bass moves around a lot during that bit. It's like Freddie Powers. I'm not sure who's playing bass, to be honest. Freddie Powers is the guitar player, the singer. It's like Freddie sits on the one chord and the bass player plays changes that are supposed to be there, but Freddie doesn't play them. And I actually feel that's kind of substantiated by what Clint plays over the top. It sounds to me like Clint plays the changes and Freddie doesn't. Let's listen to it while I eat malt loaf.
Once again, a nice hand for Clint Strong. to my San Antonio road. Everyone in Texas knows I love her from her head down to her toes. Well, I hope I haven't stayed away too long, and I hope that she's not dancing to somebody else's song. I can't wait to get back to my San Antonio road. That old Texas moon is shining bright. I'll be home tomorrow night. How much I love her, Texas only knows. So tell those old blue bonnets not to bloom till I get home to my San Antonio road. Thank you for my part of the show. Thank you.
I love this phrase. Ba ba da da ba 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 da 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 da. Really nice, strong melody. Ba da da ba da ba. Ba ba da da da. It's chromatic. Ba 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 ba. Where's he going to? That's up to the little key we're in. C sharp. Ooh, sharp 5. Da 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 da. Down to an F. That's really hip. Ba ba ba. Comes down a chord. F sharp minor. That's a bad note. Shock horror, an open string. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Da 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 da. Ba ba. I call that the George Benson. It does pull off, not slide. Ba 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 ba. Da 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 da. Still not doing it there. Not on the F sharp. So, you know, just following things through, being very methodical with things. If you want to learn to transcribe, it's not hard. It's not an impossible skill. You can see what I'm doing here. And I'm trying to talk you through as much of it as possible. I'm singing phrases. I hear a phrase, ba da da da, and after that, ba da da da, ba da da da. You know, I'm anticipating what he's playing, not because I'm a mind reader, but because I've heard this solo a few times, and you know, just from listening to it, I've not learnt it, but from listening to it, I can memorise what happens. So, can I? Ba da da da, ba da 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 da. Okay, so ba 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 da ba 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 ba. I can anticipate what he's likely to do. Oh, wrong string. And the guesswork is removed because this phrase, ba ba da 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 da, I can hear he's sliding into a chord tone. Had a scare there, so I'm going to save this. Dropbox, not transcriptions, Patreon. Because, of course, this will be downloadable for my patrons. Clint, Strong, Sam, and Antonio Rose. Let's do that little plug. This transcription will be downloadable for my supporters over on patreon.com. Anyone that's in the study club, not study club, anyone that's in the transcription challenge tier, which is $5. That's tricky to play. Thanks for your support, guys. What does he play there? Shit. Apparently my ears are dreadful.
Once again.
Sounds like he does that. They're all stuff he's played before, right? This is interesting. What's he do there? It's really... It's like he hits that 7 and he slides like that. Now, the thing you'll take from this, if you transcribe something like this, if you learn something like this, is what stands out in his playing. I mean, aside from all of it. And it's this cool little rhythm. Dat digga dat da, dat digga dat da, dat digga dat da, dat digga dat da. He plays it all the time. Bat digga dat da, dat digga dat da, dat da da da. It's not quite the same here. Dat da da da. It's like he's going to play bat digga da da, but he actually plays dat digga da 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 da. Similar. Dat digga da da, dat digga da da, dat digga da da. Cool rhythm. And when you're playing within an eighth note framework, it's a nice little rhythm that you can throw in to kind of add some ornamentation to what you're playing. Ma, 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 na 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 na, ma da da da. Ma da 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 da. He's playing it in different places. Whoops. Ba, ba, ba.
Dingy bird. Dingy bird brindles on the place there, folks. Dingy bird brindles on the place.
Ba, 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 ba.
Brindles on the place there, folks. La, la, la. I can't wait to get back.
We're done. That's the first one. Let's listen to Clint playing it. Sorry, let's listen to the transcription, then we'll try and get the two to play together. Yes, mate. People stopped posting comments 30 minutes ago. It's not that they've been hidden or anything. Interaction just went down. People were mesmerised by my transcribing, maybe. I don't know. So what I'm going to do, actually, before I do that, is a few little tricks. I'm going to go, because I like my transcriptions to look correct, right? So under bar, we're going to put anacrusis in. So it allows me to have that pickup bar. I'm also going to beam in eighths like that. When I do that, I will then need to go in and correct any examples of 16th notes because it will force beam those. And we don't want them to be force beamed like that. So it'll just take a few minutes. Well, not even that long. But we want to, look semi-professional. As professional as Guitar Pro will allow you to look, which is admittedly pretty far from professional. But we work within the limitations of our software. Of course, I could be doing all of this in Sibelius or Finale or something like that. Maybe even Dorico and Dorico. But the problem with any alternate pieces of software, and I was talking to my patrons about this earlier in the month, is no matter how much promise they show, no matter how much flexibility they have, no matter how many options they provide for us as transcribers, they are always, always, always going to be 10 times the cost of Guitar Pro. And I don't mean like 10 times the cost, I mean literally 10 times the cost of Guitar Pro. Guitar Pro you'll pay, I don't know, €70 for. Sure, you can get it on sale for less than that. If you want to buy Sibelius, you're looking at 500. Which is just obscene amounts of money, unless you want to pay a monthly subscription, which I do not. So let's listen. Save it again. There's a few moments in there where it feels like he loses the chord change just a little bit. But that's what happens when you're playing bop changes at this sort of speed, right? It's not really bop changes, these are definitely country changes. So in theory, if I put this like this, hope the speed's the same. Should be able to tempo match it, but it's a live band, so they'll speed up and slow down, won't they? So should be able to go. So he's faster than that now. So let's move it up to 244. faster than that. 250. Even faster than that. It's even faster than that. I mean, it's more likely that the band is speeding up. It's entirely likely. Yeah, still too slow. So they have sped up significantly over the course of this live performance.
Once again, a nice hand for Clint Strong.
So timing is all over the place in terms of pushing and pulling, but still happy with how that has turned out. So that was one that I wanted to do. The other one showcases even more of the of the gypsy jazz influence that these guys have when they do these types of things. Another Freddie Powers thing. Where is it? Oh, there's another one that apparently I have watched that one. No. Has that video been deleted from YouTube? What are the chances? Let's have a look. I had these all posted in my Patreon group, so I'll be able to find the original links that I posted. It's entirely possible that whoever uploaded them has decided to download them. That's San Antonio Rose. Oh no, it's still here. Was it this one? I'm sure it was on the same concert. I could be totally wrong about that. Let's have a look. Clint Strong, after you've gone. And this is the good one to do because one of my patrons over at Weeping Willow Guitar Lessons Craig, his name is, did this transcription himself. In fact, let's take a look at his work. Let's give him some promotion because he's great. He's really good. Student feels like a wrong word. Like I've given him some pointers with transcription, but he has his own YouTube channel. Like I say, Weeping Willow Guitar Lessons. Well worth checking out. So he's already done this, but we're going to do it anyway, so we can compare work. Look at that slick little animation. Fucking show off. That little slick animation at the end. Fucking hell. Show off. Okay, so just looking at his work, the feedback that I would give him is, I think he's used the wrong time reference to transcribe this. I wouldn't hear it at 145. I'd hear it at 300 BPM. It's not 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The tempo is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. For it to be the way Craig has transcribed it here, we would have to have our pulse, and all those accents would be on the and. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. It's really hard for me to do. The accents are all on upbeats, whereas you can hear the band putting those accents in, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Gypsy jazz, man. They play this stuff at high speeds, high tempos. So yeah, that'd be my first bit of feedback. A few little things in terms of articulation, but let's do it. So after you've gone, apparently it was this one, so we'll do this one. So I'm gonna copy it, take it over to Y2 Mate. Download it. I can't wait to get back to my San Antonio rolls. Yeah, everyone in Texas knows I love her from my head down to my toes. In there somewhere. Which one's which? Shit. This one? Damn it. Right, let's crack on. So, same thing. When I hit play, should get video somewhere. Where is it? My ties to this song, when my granddad died, I was left a few little bits and pieces from. This is when I was, I don't know, like 5 or 6. Might have been a little bit older than that. That sounds about right. Or if it, maybe I was given the stuff later on. Anyway, he was a guitar player himself. Obviously, I showed no interest in guitar. When I say he was a guitar player, he met my my gran playing. The two of them played. Were put together in a little duet that needed to perform at some work related thing. Because he was a guitar player and she played piano, and they spent time together practicing and kind of fell in love type thing. Oh, isn't that sweet? Anyway, so he played guitar. He certainly, probably more like a Freddie Powers kind of guy. Played chords, sang songs type thing. Yeah, when he died, some things were put aside and given to me at one point, and one of them was a Django Reinhardt CD. And I was, told this was your granddad's favourite. He absolutely loved Django Reinhardt. And I don't really remember him ever listening to any music, so I may have been exposed to it at a young age, but I genuinely don't ever recall him listening to music. He was a very busy man. He was constantly working. Sounds familiar, right? Yeah, so that CD, I still have it upstairs. That was his favourite Django Reinhardt CD, and it was I think it was a best of. I'm sure it's a best of. You can see the cover for it now. Of course, it was a best of. It's on CD, right? And the first track on it was a recording of After You've Gone, and I listened to it when I was given the CD, and I didn't like it at all because I was into Metallica and stuff, So it's like, what is this old man music? But years and years later, when I started to get into these different sounds, I would go back and I'd listen to that CD. And After You've Gone, the first song, and I remembered listening to it when I was younger, and the melody to it has always stuck with me ever since. So it's not the first time we have transcribed the song After You've Gone as part of a Patreon challenge, because the song has a kind of special place in my heart. Anyway, so
There'll come a time, now don't forget it. There'll come a time when you regret it. Someday, when you grow lonely, your heart will ache like mine, baby, and you won't be okay. After you've gone away.
I don't think there's another solo, but we'll just
There's
listen.
no denying you feel bad, you feel sad, you miss the best friend you ever had. There'll come a time when you regret it. There'll come a time when you regret it. Someday when you grow lonely, your heart will ache like mine, baby, and you'll want me only after you're gone away.
Here's another song.
After you've gone away.
Yeah. I really wish I got into the stuff when I was a kid. It's a different video, David. Oh, we've changed song, man. But that's a good sign, David. You notice how you're still tuned in? Have I sold you on transcription? Is it an awesome skill? Now, of course, I'm not here to show off awesome skills. I'd be like, look how talented I am. Like, that's not the point of this. The point is, look how valuable a skill this would be to have. To put the time in and to develop this. And of course, you don't need to get it to this high level. That's not important. What's important is just that simple skill of hearing a melody. Ba da 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 da. Now this is like jazz melodies, but just being able to hear, I don't know, bum ba 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 ba. Ba ba bum ba da 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 da. Hearing that, like hearing a melody and really being able to internalize what it sounds like. So then, when it comes to playing it, you know you've got that in there. Anyway, so the first thing that Craig missed out is a slide. He slides into that note. Now this is we're not being able to see where he is. We can hear this last note. There's a pull off to that. So those notes will be there, but yeah, so ba 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 da da da. I don't want the. I haven't put an anacrusis on. Fine. Ba da. Jesus. Yeah, then pulls off there. Slide. That's actually kind of cool. I'd expect him to do that slide on the beat. ba ba. He actually does play that note. Why is this so loud? It's always loud. That's where the chord changes to a C minor. Wrong. And it's interesting because the more you do this, like I'm doing this now, I hear this, I'm transcribing this melody, looks and sounds like a C major chord. This little phrase here, E's changed to an E flat, okay, C minor chord, chromatic melody, and then when he plays ba 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 ba, and you're like, okay, little melodic minor fragment. I want to make this 4 measures per line. So I like to work for something like this. I love this phrase. In fact, you know what? I've been meaning to do this all month, and I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to send Clint a message on Facebook. Well, actually, a friend request first. See if he's about. See if he'd be up for doing an interview in the future. Talk a little bit more about the legend that is Mr. Clint Strong. Where are you guys at? You're still here. What's he playing there? Plays that bar twice. Now I've had some time, you know, to get accustomed to what he's actually playing. Now I'm actually going to go back and we're going to take a quick look at Craig's transcription and see what I think. See if anything jumps out as being wrong. Of course, I can check the notes against mine now. Let's just turn him down. Right, I am looking at your transcription now, Craig. So, couple of okay, yeah, yeah, all right, that makes sense. Certainly not far off from what I've put. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'd say we're pretty much on point. The only thing that differs from my transcription of this is the tempo thing. Still playing that. Ba 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 da. Pull off there. That's that one of those. Okay, so the fascinating thing about Clint's playing. Let me bring my face up. Fascinating thing about Clint's playing is how much, how good at position shifts he is. So I did a study club stream for. Oh, there's some wobble. I did a study club stream for my study club tier Patreon supporters, which is a couple of hour lesson type thing where this month I was looking at Clint Strong's instructional video. And the thing I found fascinating about Clint's playing is the sheer amount of time that how often he does things like that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 notes all on the same string. And it's not hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 separate notes, all on one string. He's really, really good at that, and at the speeds he's playing, the fact that he's developed that sort of position shifting ability and to play consecutive notes on the same string with one finger tells you that he is a position-based player. It's very positional in his playing. Andrew, are you new to the Tom Hess thing? Really? New? Tom Hess is the original cult leader, guitar scammer. What, is he really going to there? So sort of all of the notes. It plays all of the notes. But it's a slide, so... I busted Tom Hess years ago. I remember that fragment from the last solo. Ba, 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 ba. Up an E minor 7 or a C major 7. Terrible. So there's some approximation going on here. Levi's also got more skill. A better teacher. And can read music and can actually teach you the skills that you need to be a working professional. All down on one finger there. Oh, damn it. More. All of those notes on one string. Oh, he doesn't play that. Okay. There. Done. Same thing, can't leave it as is, need to go up to the top. You're going to beam it in eighth notes. And then I'm going to just fix any 16th notes. I'm then going to play this transcription. I'm going to answer any questions that are in the comment section. And then, my dear boys, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to encourage you to go and do some work of your own. I'm going to encourage you to go and transcribe. Doesn't need to be hard stuff. It can be simple stuff. That's absolutely fine. This is all transferable skills in music. Let's save it. So this is Clint Strong after you've gone. Now, should be able to hit play, see how it goes. And I imagine that won't play in time with Clint because, again, these guys speed up, they slow down. But let's try. Not a chance to know. But good fun. Very happy with how that's turned out. So, let me say goodbye to you guys. As always, oh look, enjoy OBS. As always, huge thank you to my supporters here over on patreon.com. They keep these videos coming to you. I will be announcing more transcription challenges for those guys in a couple of days, and then we will be back end of next month to do more of these live streams where I'm looking at things that my guys in Patreon have been studying all month. So if you want to be like those guys and join us in our Facebook group for as little as $1, you can do so by having a look for me on Patreon. It's the best way to support the channel. Alternatively, if that doesn't float your boat and you just want to buy one of my books, please do head on over to Amazon, either.com or .co.uk. These books are actually starting to be translated into other languages now, so you can buy these in shops in Brazil now. But we're looking at other translations and getting distribution to other places in the world. But if you don't want to wait, why not check them out on Amazon now? Go and have a look for Levi Clay. You will find plenty of my books. And a new one soon. I should really be working on that later tonight when I'm done with this. So we'll see. I'm probably going to go transcribe more Clint Strong because it's just too much fun. And of course, a huge thank you to Vinny Smith over at vpix.com. I love vpix. How do I put this? Sponsored content and advertising is a subject that's a touchy subject for me because I've been so critical of it in the past. And it's not for any reason other than when people mislead their audience. Pretending that you like something that you don't is a shitty thing to do. Taking an ad that you're supposed to read for a product, and when you read the ad, it has content in it that you have to read and put it across like it's your personal opinion. So, for example, if Vinny had said to me, whenever you talk about my picks, I would really appreciate if you said they are genuinely the best sounding picks that you've ever heard. Right? If I didn't feel that way, it would be misleading of me to then read that out and put it across as my personal opinion. So I've taken issue with people in the past for, putting misleading ads in their products, in their videos. That's not the case with vPix. Like, I can just outright say I advertise vPix because I've worked with Vinny for a very long time. I've played these picks for almost 10 years now. I absolutely love them. I love the product. It's as simple as that. I could pick out literally hundreds of vPicks that I've got in a box next to me right now because I've used them and they are what I love. And I have actually been offered signature picks from other companies, and I just wasn't interested in taking a product that I didn't love. So what if I could make money selling someone else's picks with my name on it? That would be disingenuous of me. VPix are the product that I love. VPix are the picks I use. So it's awesome to be able to work with them and to have them sponsor a stream like this. So thanks so much to Vinny. And please do head on over to VPix and just let them know I sent you. Because, they rock and you guys rock for supporting me as much as you do. Just checking the last comments. Elio, thank you very much for tuning in, man. And if you have enjoyed this, like, comment, share, tell your pals, tell your enemies, all of that good stuff. I repeat myself a lot with that, but, it comes from the heart. So, I'll hang around for 10 seconds. If no more comments pop up, that's it. Last chance. Gone. It's a gone situation. And actually, I think there's a delay in the stream of like 10 seconds, maybe even a little bit longer. So, who knows? People probably don't even know that they've got their final warning. But it's happening. So, so much love, guys. Expect studio updates tomorrow. Not expect, but cross your fingers. Maybe I'll be able to sort out some sort of interview with Clint Strong. I think that'd be really cool. Toodle pip, old boy, David. I like that. David was the first person to comment, I think. Let me just check that. David was the first person to comment, and he's now going to be the last. Much love, guys. See you next month.